Yo guys, it's TheFatRat, and I'm here today with a video that I've been promising to make for a long time. iPhone 5S versus the iPhone 10. So, yeah, I still have the box for the 5S, and let's move the 10 out of the way a minute. So, the 5S box, we'll start with that. So this, I do have it's a gold 5S I had, you'll have seen it in previous videos. iOS 7, I think this is. Yes, it's definitely 7 because it hasn't got anything before 8.4 because that's the old music. Passbook's still there, so yeah. So 5S and the Apple logo are gold, and yes, the lights on the iPad today, it's not good lighting, so back of the box, probably shouldn't show that, and what comes in it. So there you go. Fun fact, if you didn't know, I'm going to zoom this in. 9:41 AM, time the iPad was released, not the iPhone. The iPhone was 9:42. So your usual Apple packaging, and yeah, still haven't fixed the screen. I do have my Mophie still for this, but I don't use this phone anymore. So now, what do you get in the box of this? Well, very little. You would get your wires and your plugs and all your other stuff in there. So that's that. Okay, I do this on the iPad, like we're going through it on that. So we'll move this to the side a minute. So this is the one. And something I've noticed now, you'll not see this on camera on either, but now this one you can see it's shiny around the edge. It's the same on this one, but on this one it's flat. On this one there's a slight lip on it. I don't know if I can show this very well, but no, I can't. If you ever, I'd say it's the same with most other modern iPhones, you can actually feel a lip round the screen, which is quite cool. So let's open up the box. It's like an unboxing. I did want to unbox this, but I never really got around to it, as I did get it, well, I'm recording this early, so I got this about a month ago. Got it at Christmas, and yes, that is my new watch wallpaper. It was my phone, but I decided to do it. So that's that bit that was underneath, and here is the iPhone 10 here. It's not easy to get this out, so let's do that. So yes, I have a silver iPhone 10. Set this down. So you had your cable in here with that, and your earbuds were there. So let's look at the box over here. So I think, yep, cover all that up there, because that's all the stuff you're not supposed to see, and all that sort of stuff that comes in. This is 64 gigabytes versus 16. Both base storage. I never have anything that's not base storage. It doesn't say iPhone 10, it just says iPhone, and the Apple logo as well, both sides, and same. And yeah, the same on this one as well. I don't know if I showed that, but you should know that by now. So here's both phones. So let me put that back in the box. This thing has to go back in the box, so we'll leave it. So let's get this loaded up. So this is what we're doing. So this is what I've written. So we're going to do design, the ease of use, the camera, the speaker, the speed, and other features. So first of all, design-wise, let's get this loaded up here. Ignore the cracks on this screen. We'll just ignore that for now. So design-wise, let's start with the 5S. That's the older device. Very nice design. I actually, at the time of getting this, I had the option of a 6, but I turned it down for the 5S because of bend-gate, and I actually personally preferred the 5S. That's another reason why I got the 10, because I don't like the 8 because it's very similar to the 6. So yes, as I said earlier, it's gold. It has glass here and here for the antenna bands, which looks so much nicer than on the 6 and 6S. The 7 was improved, and the 8 is effectively that on the back. Camera is an 8 megapixel iSight camera, which I probably should get to that later. when we do get there, and then the True Tone flashes on the back as well. At the bottom, you do have a headphone jack, lightning port, your microphone, and your speaker. Touch ID, and it's very boxy, it's very slim. I can, in theory, set it like that, which I can and will not do with that one. That hasn't updated in a while. I know it hasn't updated, not logged in on it. I was looking at the Snapchat widget, and yeah, it's 4-inch screen, so it's quite small, but you know, it was good. It was a good phone. This one. Woohoo! Let's get started. So first of all, let's address the elephant in the room. The notch. I like it. I'm certain I'm going to get a lot of backlash for that, but I don't care. I like the notch. Very good. I personally prefer watching video with the notch around it for some reason. I don't know why. It's an 18:9 aspect ratio thing, so your video is sort of cropped to, you see where the antenna bands are? Roughly there. So, you know, it's not too bad. I don't think that's, well, no, the back of it. Well, the sides of it are curved, which are like the 638 models. Which it's alright, I guess, but you know, which I do quite like. The glass back, I do quite like the glass back on it, especially with the silver because it's actually white. The camera, whenever I first saw it in the leaks ages ago, I wasn't a big fan of it, but I do quite like it now. My only problem is, you see that there camera bump? No. But I do have a case. I just don't have it on for the video because of trying to keep it balanced between them. But it is so thin that it still actually has a camera lip on it. But it's not as bad. I think that's it. So for design, so the ease of use. So we will now transfer across back to this one. So this has, to access the phone, you can either press the power button at the top or press the home button. This has Touch ID, so it's as simple as that. It's first generation, it's not too bad. To close an app is to press, double tap is the app switcher, and hold is Siri. So there you go. That's it's not too difficult. It's iOS, so you should know how to use iOS unless you're a complete and utter idiot, like some people. Notification center is from the top, as you can see, and control center is there. This is running iOS 11, but it's 11 point something. I can't remember how to move this. In the meantime, look at this. Hang on. Let's show that notification. Actually, that's a good point. Alright, I'll show that in a minute. As you can see here, the iPhone 10 is currently locked, and I've just got an Instagram notification, which is quite cool. Sorry, I'll go with that. It just says notification when it's locked. Now, if I unlock it, it then says that person has requested to follow you. The reason that I'm doing that is because that is my personal account and I don't want showing that. General about. This is actually running 11.0, so it's actually running the very first one because I'm intending on jailbreaking. So there, that's the 5S ease of use. Now this is where it's going to get tricky. The iPhone 10. Now I actually have to tilt it towards me to unlock it. So there's 3 ways to unlock the iPhone 10: power button, or raise to wake, or simply tapping the screen. I use all of them, but for this we're going to use raise to wake. And then to get in the phone, as you can see, you have to then wait for it, and it's not working here because I'm not looking at it, because you can have that set up. There you go. and then I simply swipe up and I'm in the phone. Now, to get out of an app, I swipe up. To get in the app switcher from an app, this is tricky through the iPad, so I'm not going to look. To get the app switcher through here, I hold and wait for the vibration. To close an app, I have to hold and swipe, where on the 5S it's just to swipe. From here, to get in from the home page, to get into the the app switcher, you either go up and hold, or what I personally do, go across like that and it's in straight away. Notification center is anywhere from here to the end of the notch, pretty much, and yep, sorry, I can show that one. To access the control center is here, which I personally don't mind. What else? Nothing else really. That's too different. Oh no, there is. Siri is now here. You hold this here. So, or you can just go, "Hey Siri," and it'll activate, which it didn't, which is good. So you may be asking, well, if you're holding that down, how do you turn the phone off? Well, you would hold this button and this button together until you press it down and you'd see it. And when I remember as well, screenshot is that and that, so the home button and the power button. On this, it's power button volume up. And force reset is hold and hold, so you'd hold the home button and the power button. On this, it's really complicated. Not really. Volume up, volume down, hold the power button until you see the Apple logo. I don't know, but it's alright. So, I forgot we're giving points. So design, iPhone 10. Ease of use, iPhone 10. I personally prefer no home button. So good. So the camera, this is where it's going to get kind of tricky, because I need to take a photo of something. So, cameras. The 5S has an 8 megapixel iSight camera on the rear. So this is 8 megapixel iSight camera with dual true tone flash. Whereas the iPhone 10 has dual 12 megapixel camera, 1.8 aperture lens and a 2.4 aperture lens on the telephoto. It has a quad true tone flash, which is quite good. It will do, this camera will only go up to like, what is it? I've forgotten. I did know at the time. I just took a photo. That was smart. Nope, not there. I think I can show it from here anyways. We got 1080 at 30, which isn't a bad thing, 1080p. But this can do 4K 60, which is excellent, because if you didn't know, I like 60 FPS video. This is 60 FPS because my iPad has the camera that comes between this one and this one. The camera used in the 5S was introduced in the 5S and then was in the 6. And then the 6S introduced the next one, I think it's also 12 megapixel iSight camera. With still dual true tone flash. I know someone with the 6S. And the iPad ran out of storage. That's the first time that's ever happened. So, what we're saying, yes, I know someone with a 6S Plus and they have somehow broken their camera. It's all like that sort of juttering about. Who knows how they done it, but I can't do anything about it, so yeah. And then next camera was introduced, I think, yesterday, the 7 and the 7 Plus, which was the, I can't remember what it is, but it's the bigger aperture camera. I think it's the same megapixel. And then it was the same ones were using the 8, but with the 4K 60 and the optical image stabilization in the main lens. I think definitely in the 8 Plus, don't know about the 8. But the iPhone 10 has dual optical image stabilization, which is quite good. So little magnets are on both the cameras which move about, which makes the image quite steady. So for example, this is my keyboard. I'm going to go into photo and I'm going to zoom in 10 times, hold it one-handed and watch how smooth this is. Look at that. That is pretty smooth. I'm gonna do the exact same thing with the 5S. It's on square for some reason. So I'm gonna zoom right in. It isn't even as far, but look. It's moving all over the show. So there you go. Very cool. This also has live photo, which is the 3D touch enabled thing, but my iPad also has it, even though it doesn't have 3D touch. Right? But, you know, so it's meh, it's alright, I never really use it. Portrait lighting, it's very good. I would use it quite a lot for portrait selfies, even though I don't take that many selfies. Portrait selfies are very good. This doesn't have that. But I'm gonna take a photo of something to show the photo capabilities. Yeah, we'll use this. Use Dom's charger. I'm gonna clean it up here a minute. So if you do follow me on Snapchat, which you can, but you don't have to, it's probably recommended not to. You'd see quite often when I'm taking photos of my computer, you'd see always a lot of model cars and stuff, and this is one of them. So I'm going to quickly stop the recording and take some photos, and then I'm going to do some video quality stuff with it afterwards. So I'll see you once that's done. So you'll just seen the clips there of the car there. So what is next on the list of many things? I actually haven't even looked at the photos yet. Oh, phone needs charged. So what was that? Camera, speakers. So of course we're going to use my typical go-to song. Now on this phone I use Tube Music, just because that's what it is. But on this one I use Tubify, which on the iPhone 10 for some reason is iPlay, but it's Tubify/iPlay. So I recommend using that app if you want to use music or download offline. So you can see the sort of stuff I have here because of YouTube and then just whatever. Unity. Put it on half volume. Remember, this has only got one speaker and it's right there. There you go, that's Unity. And now I'm going to show you iPlay on the iPhone 10. So this was Tubify when I had it, but it's now iPlay and it's quite good. It's now fully supported on the iPhone 10. You get radio and all this sort of stuff. You can go in here and you can see history, initial D, yeah. You can see it's all the same sort of stuff. Where is it? It's actually at the bottom. Put it back. So then what this looks like, it looks like this. around. That's cool, isn't it? This is what I meant by the video that is cropped. It doesn't work like that. So this here has dual speakers. It was the one here and there's one up here. So worth it. So there you go. That's the difference between the two of them. It is quite a difference. So yeah. Now the next one is speed. So we're gonna do. This is gonna be tricky. So there you go. Like you can see, the 10 is slightly faster when you're like moving about or going in the control center, or it's gonna be tricky. There you go. It is quicker. Look, it's quicker. What else? I'm gonna do a restart. So I'm gonna power this down. And then power this one down. So that's what I mean. It's kind of awkward to do it like this. So, and then slide the power off. So we're gonna have a race. Just have to make sure the iPhone 10 is off. Right, so 3, 2, 1, go. So the 5S actually comes on quicker. Right. So there you go. The 5S actually will come on the screen quicker. We'll get to this in a minute as well after the speed tests. But the screens, OLED, very good. And I want to show you a video which is a sort of teaser to a video coming. So there you go. That one's on already. That was, by my calculations, just under 30 seconds. Now this is going to be locked. So I need to type in my passcode. iOS 11 bug, I forgot that. That one has that, that doesn't. There you go, so I'm back on my Wi-Fi. And while we're waiting, I also recently purchased some of these. These are AirPods. That's that one coming back on now. Or no, that's this one. So yeah, there's my AirPods. Pretty cool. And little feature. If you go into the battery widgets, there you go. That took a minute to come on. You can see there's my phone, my watch, and my AirPods. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Because I quite like using these widgets because of the battery, and I can see Snapchat for some reason. My thing there, you saw that thing there with the weather. My activity, files, weather, Twitch. Who's streaming on Twitch? Air12. I was in one of his videos, the Troll Road. Put them away. So then this phone is finally on, and yes, there's no SIM card. So there you go. So that's your speed test there, pretty much. I don't know what else to do. So time to get into the final section, other features. So this is where my inner nerd comes out. So we'll move the 10 to the side. So this phone is the 5S. It has an A7 chip, the Apple A7 chip. Don't remember the battery size. Don't remember it in the 10 either, to be honest. 4-inch LCD panel, first generation Touch ID, 8 megapixel ISO camera, that's about the third time I've said that. And there's nothing else really that special, apart from it's been revived in the SE and the SE2 coming soon. Now, this is where my ballpark really comes in. The iPhone 10 has the A11 Bionic chip. It has an L-shaped battery, a stacked logic board, virtual home button, the OLED panel, which I do want to show a video with, but I need to airdrop it to my other phone. I hope that doesn't show, but okay. So turn that on. Have to make sure, because it might show my name on it. I just checked the footage and sorry, what I didn't want to show wasn't on there, and I accidentally sent it to my iPad, which is why it stopped. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you this in the dark, even though it's not really in the dark. So the 5S is on the top and the iPhone 10 is on the bottom. So we're going to play the 5S one. I don't know how well this will come across on camera, but as this is the LCD, it's not fully black around the outside. And yes, this is what I mean by teaser trailer. Focus on that. There we go. You can sort of make it out. It's not fully dark around here. It's still slightly navy. But there you go. Now the iPhone 10. As you can see, it's a lot darker already. You can see that it's all black. Colours are much better, slightly bigger as well. Let's focus on that. There you go again, so there's this, you can see it's not too bad. I'll clean the screen when I'm here. That there is quite good there, just look, totally black, and then you have this go across, so good. Just that alone is enough to make it worth it, and I'm going to go put the light back on. And there we go, light's back on. So, that's basically it. So, to go through the list: design, iPhone 10, ease of use, iPhone 10, camera, iPhone 10, speakers, iPhone 10, speed, iPhone 10, other features, iPhone 10. I don't remember, Face ID as well. Face ID. So, oh, and another one, the W1 chip, which works with your AirPods and your other Beats. So if I do this, hopefully this doesn't go up on the iPad because I have earlier. So there's the AirPods. There you go. These are not your AirPods, but there you go. Pretty cool. So yeah, in conclusion, the iPhone 10 is better. Would I recommend you buying a 5S though at the minute? No. What about an SE? No. The SE2 is rumoured to come out this year, and if it's anything like the last SE, they'll announce it in March, and we'll get it in April. Because, fun fact, I got this watch about the time of the SE launch. Yeah, the SE was only launched a couple of days when I got this, so there you go. That'll be 2 years I've had that. I'm not upgrading it yet. I think I'll keep my watch. See about season 5. It's this year's season 4, so we'll see next year because I need money. So that's pretty much it. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys next week for a Euro Truck video. Goodbye.